This is the Trade Father along with Koki and Pip Pip Jorge, and we're here to do the weekly outlook. Now, the very first thing we're going to look at is the algo, and the market. The algo has already started adjusting for the new week. Now, the thing you have to be aware of is we had huge pound news last Thursday on Brexit. So the average right now is saying it's 1,232 pips. Now, that number is extreme, to say the least. All right, we already have it going over 188. That's more than 10% of that average daily range.
I do want to point out that also when the market opens, it also calculates the gap, right, and the spread is wide, and that's why the number could be a little skewed. And you have to wait for till the Asian session kicks in.
Right. So you watch out. So the number is skewed right now till the Asian session turns on. The other part I wanted to take note of is the dollar and the CAD. You can see how the CAD has already made up a large percentage of the ADR, not quite half, as well as the dollar. The dollar has almost, it's on its way to going to half, but they're very active right now. And so we can see that the currency in play is the pound in New Zealand right now. So let's take a look at let's go to the news. So this is, Pip Pip Jorge.
So this week in news, we have a lot of European news this week. Starts on Tuesday, though, with the CAD. We also have CAD elections on Monday. So expect the CAD to be moving early on in the week. And then later on, we have quite a bit of European news. So we can certainly expect some movement, and we'd be wanting to trade those European pairs.
So would that be your focus for this week?
Correct.
I also had, because the pound moved so much last week, I know some currencies are going to want to adjust this week. And the one that's most affected by Brexit is the euro. So I can see a lot of activity coming up in the euro this coming week, especially with the news. But the news is coming out later in the week, so we have to judge where everything's moving. All right, so now we're going to go on to the chart. All right, so we're looking at the dollar, the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour. And we can see that price is going down into an area of support, which is the black line on the weekly, as well as an area of demand, as well, and unfilled orders. Okay, so the pink box is the area of unfilled orders. So don't get caught up in this fake out and think it's time to go long yet, because they haven't really reached down yet to take the real orders inside the pink box on the weekly. So I would expect them to take it back up a little bit, stop people out, and then take it right back down into that level. Okay, so yes, you do have a racetrack to the upside, but I wouldn't expect them to do anything until they take the real fuel, which is inside the weekly area of orders. Now, if you go to the left, you can see that that number of 12,264 is actually a support line. Okay, old resistance becomes new support. So I would not be surprised if price comes down to that number, or even all the way down to the bank level of 12,250, because that's a nice half, and then go back up from there. Okay. Yeah. All right. So again, when the dollar is going down, we expect the euro to go up and the pound to go up, but I expect them to go lower right now. And we can see the racetrack on the daily can actually get down lower, closer to that 12,250 number on the dollar. Okay, so don't be committed to the long side yet.
Okay, well, we can anticipate that when it does go down there, that it could go back up.
Right, exactly. But don't get committed too soon, that's all. All right, so we also know that the dollar is going to have to balance out against all the Brexit news that came out last week. All right, so I would expect something of an up move in order to readjust. Now, if you have if you liked and learned something, or you want to subscribe to see more videos, if you have any comments or questions, please email team@growuphairandtrade.com. Pip Pip, you have anything else to say?
No.
Okay.
Get ready for a good week of trading.
All right, so that was your week outlook.